Okay, everyone, welcome. I'm driving to have lunch with you.This, my Cake DeFi co-founder. We're meeting a couple of times a week, sometimes for lunch, sometimes in the office. And on this drive, short drive, I wanted to give you a bit of my thoughts, what to expect from the Fed. I think it's quite straightforward that this is a very, very important moment at the moment in time. We saw obviously the market selling off significantly, and a lot of that had to do with the Fed's decision in tapering, being a bit more cautious. People call this hawkish. The opposite would be dovish. There's quite some expectation around that. And so obviously today there's a very important announcement from the Fed. Are they gonna stay course, meaning are they gonna taper? Are they gonna reduce the asset purchasing, and with that obviously cause a little bit more uncertainty? Maybe they're gonna increase it. What are they gonna do with interest rates? The higher interest rates go in general, the worse this is for the markets as a whole. So that's gonna be a very interesting topic. Yesterday, very interesting first day where stocks, the Nasdaq and Bitcoin started to diverge. So far, was a very high correlation between those two asset classes. Stocks, especially tech stocks, the higher risk stocks have been correlating quite well with Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. And so now yesterday was the first day where it started to diverge a bit. And so some people are saying this as a sign that actually Bitcoin doesn't fall under that category. To me, to be honest, it was way more of a sign that, at some point, crypto is a way of a smaller asset class. So at some point, people just sold, and there's a lot of hodlers left, and then these hodlers are simply not going to sell. I didn't sell, and I know a lot of people who just didn't sell, and so it's just way easier than in the stock market to hit that kind of point. Also, 2 days ago, it was very interesting. We saw stocks dip significantly, and then it rebounded. And the really interesting point there was that it wasn't a broader sell-off in the entire market. It was really kind of a bit spotty. And then once the blue chip kind of stocks would have gotten caught in all of that, it kind of rebounded. And so that way it bounced back, and that was a very positive sign. So kind of reflecting on this as a whole, what am I expecting from the Fed? I'm expecting from the Fed to stay course. I think the Fed's gonna look and say, look, sure, tech sold off 10%, but what are you complaining about? Tesla, Apple, and so on, these stocks are all at an all-time high. You look at the really high-quality stocks. Sure, a Peloton is at pre-COVID levels, but so what? That's a totally different quality of a company. And then they're gonna look at crypto and they say, what are you complaining about? When the crisis, like the pandemic and everything started in 2020, Bitcoin was at roughly, let's say, 10,000. Then right now we are between 30 and 40,000. So what are you complaining about? And so they're like, and we looked at the market as a whole. It didn't look shaky. So it looks good. And that is what I am expecting. I'm expecting for the Fed to come out and say, looks good. We're staying on course. I'm not expecting them to be more aggressive. I'm not expecting them to be less aggressive. I'm just expecting them to kind of do what they said they would be doing. If they come out and now suddenly they go and become careful in saying, oh, sorry, like we saw the markets react and we would love to not taper as much, I'm not really sure what a signal that is, because I'm really not sure if that is a good signal, to be honest, because that to me shows that the market has some serious issues and that the market really needs the Fed to keep pumping more and more money into the market. And I would see this almost as a relatively scary sign, to be dead honest. So I actually hope they're not coming out and they're saying, oh, sorry guys, change of plans, we're gonna taper less, or we're gonna raise interest rates less. So I really, really hope they're not gonna do that. On the other hand, I also don't hope they come out and are way more aggressive. And I doubt they're going to do that because the market obviously got scared a bit. I don't think they want to scare the markets way too much. But yeah, if they did, that would definitely cause a significant reaction to that as well. So yeah, my expectation, they're going to come out and they're going to say, listen, everything is according to plan. No reason to not taper, no reason to taper more. We are going to stay on course. We're going to have our interest rate hikes later Q1, beginning of Q2. And the market is just going to take it because I think all of that is priced in at the moment. I think the other things to watch right now are definitely Ukraine. See how that entire story is unfolding. So that's going to be an interesting one. And yeah, other than that, be careful in trading any of this stuff. No one knows if this is a dead cat bounce at the moment that we see in crypto. It may just be a small relief rally and then suddenly it's getting sold off. So just be careful trading these things. I think any position you're taking on the long term, I mean, these are outstanding, fantastic prices. Obviously, if you're buying crypto, it would be awesome. If you're using Cake DeFi, our company, sure. But just in general, I think these are fantastic prices to get a position in the market. See this long term. I think that is really, really important to kind of stress and highlight. And then, yeah, other than that, don't get too nervous. Don't get too hung up on various things, and don't get glued to the screen. That's not good for you either. Yeah, and with that, I think pretty straightforward. Exciting day today. I'm definitely going to make another video to kind of reflect on what's happening. And sure, if you want to stay tuned, then I hope you're subscribing, you're following. And if you get value out of this, then please share, comment, like, click the bell icon, whatever you have to do, or on the other channels or on the podcast. So yeah, all the best in the meantime. And yeah, talk to you soon. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.